When you hear people talk about North Korea, it's usually paired with phrases like hydrogen bomb and ballistic missile. Comforting. Korea used to be one country that was controlled by Japan. But after Japan lost World War II, the US and the USSR decided sharing is caring, so they split the country in two. The Soviets took the north, it became communist, and the Kim family took over as the country's dictators. The United States took the south. But just a couple years later, the North decided it didn't like boundaries and invaded South Korea. The US and USSR military both got involved. You remember this whole thing as the Korean War. A few million people died before both sides agreed to a ceasefire. That ceasefire didn't technically end the war, but it did get both sides to stop throwing punches. The demilitarized zone, aka the DMZ, was set up, and both countries started ghosting each other. Then, North Korea reportedly decided it wanted to build nuclear weapons. In 2003, they pulled out of a pact they made with other countries around the world that said no one would make more nuclear weapons. Reminder here, only 9 countries that we know of have nuclear weapons. The US, Russia, France, China, the UK, Pakistan, India, and Israel. Notice the North's worried neighbors to the south are not on that list. Lately, though, it seems the North's leader, Kim Jong-un, wants to play nice. Kim and South Korea's president even met at the DMZ, shook hands, smiled, and took turns stepping into each other's countries. Literally. And Kim and President Trump even had a heart-to-heart, face-to-face in Singapore. It was the first time in history a sitting US president met with a North Korean leader. So now the question on everybody's mind is, can you really trust a dictator?